Michael Jordan is arguably the greatest player in NBA history. A lot of people argue that if he was in today's NBA, he would not be nearly as good as he was back when he played. But in today's video, we're going to be finding this out by taking rookie Michael Jordan, putting him in this year's NBA draft, and finding out what would happen if he played in today's NBA. Now, I did make this video previously. We did a part 1. We're moving on to part number 2, but I lost the save file from part number 1, so we got to start over. And I have traded every single team's pick so they match what they actually got in this year's NBA. So we have this year's draft class in NBA 2K19, and then we actually put Michael Jordan in this draft class as well. He was an 85 overall before, but for some reason all these players have gone down a bit in overall, and now it's looking like he's the 4th overall pick in this draft. He went 3rd in real life in the 84 draft. We'll have to see where he goes in this draft. I had to trade all of the draft picks from this year, so the draft is correct, because in 2K they don't update it. You have to do it manually. So let's just hop in the NBA draft though and see what happens, see where Michael Jordan is going to go. So the Pelicans, with the 1st overall pick, are going to pick Ja Morant, not going with Zion Williamson like we all thought they would go with. So Ja Morant going 1st overall. 2nd, we got the Grizzlies, and they are going to pick up Michael Jordan. A great pick by the Grizzlies. If all these teams knew how Michael Jordan's career played out and that he was coming back to play in the NBA, I'm pretty sure they'd all take him 1st overall. Nasser Little actually goes 3rd overall. I'm just going to sim to the end. Zion ended up going 4th overall. Kind of interesting. RJ Barrett goes 5th overall. So a little different what we'd expect to happen in real life. Zion's an 86. Michael Jordan's an 85 overall. Let's see if MJ can win Rookie of the Year though. So checking out the Grizzlies roster now, it's actually looking pretty solid. We got Conley at point guard, Michael Jordan at shooting guard, JV is going to be running center, Jaren Jackson Jr. is at power forward, and they also picked up DeMarre Carroll at small forward. So the Grizzlies actually have a really solid starting lineup, and I think they're definitely going to win a championship in the coming years. Since we did already do 3 seasons in our original Michael Jordan draft today, I kind of just want to run through his first few seasons pretty quickly here. So in his first season in game in today's NBA, he wasn't able to make the All-Star team like he did in real life, but he was able to still take home the Rookie of the Year award. Additionally, he made the All-NBA second team just like in real life, and then added on the All-Defensive first team. In terms of the Grizzlies, they end up going 52-30. In real life, Michael Jordan, the Bulls went 38-44, and they lost in the 1st round of the Eastern Conference. Now checking out Michael Jordan's stats from his first season, his points per game were pretty much identical to how they were in real life. Rebounds was a little lower than real life, but he did improve in the assist categories. He had a little more steals, 0.5 per game higher, and a few more blocks than in real life. His field goal percentage was higher in today's NBA, and his 3-point percentage was a lot higher. He didn't get good at threes until a lot later down in his career, and for most of his career, he wasn't really seen as a great 3-point shooter. Michael Jordan was also able to lead the league in steals per game with 2.9 in today's NBA. In the playoffs, Michael Jordan did a little better than in his first year in the NBA. He was able to get by the Clippers in the 1st round with a nice 4-2 victory, but fell to the OKC Thunder in the 2nd round. And the Thunder actually went on to win the championship. We'll also be doing a total review of his first few seasons at the end of the video. Okay, so my recording got messed up. Michael Jordan made the All-NBA first team as well as the All-Defensive first team as well. Still kind of weird why he didn't make the All-Star team. Grizzlies end up going 45-37. In real life, the Bulls went 30-52 and got eliminated in the 1st round. Crazy that the Bulls made the NBA playoffs with only 30 wins. But this season, Michael Jordan was out with an injury for pretty much the full year. We'll check out his stats as well. He was 2nd in the league for points per game. He had 5.3 rebounds per game, 7 assists, 2.4 steals, which he was the leader of yet again. And he had 1.1 blocks, 3.7 turnovers per game, which is actually pretty high. Shot 56% from the field goal line. Grizzlies end up losing in the 1st round, 4-1 loss to the LA Clippers. And the Trailblazers are going to win this year. Damian Lillard, Finals MVP. Heading into MJ's third season, he is now a 94 overall. The Grizzlies are looking like a really solid team. I think they might be able to make a push for a championship this year. We'll find out. So Michael Jordan finally making the All-Star team. He's on the reserves for Team James Harden. Wow, so Zion Williamson winning MVP right here. We still don't see MJ on any other awards. He gets on the All-NBA first team, as well as the All-Defensive first team yet again. Grizzlies end up going 52-30, getting the #1 seed in the West. In real life, the Bulls went 40-42 in MJ's third season, and they got swept in the first round of the playoffs yet again in real life. Of course, to the Boston Celtics. Checking out Jordan's stats, he's going to lead the league in points per game, 30.4 points per game this season. In real life, he had 37.1, which is just insane and super hard to do. 5.3 rebounds, 6.8 assists per game, 2.8 steals, which he's led the league for his first 3 seasons so far in this simulation. Blocks per game, 1.3. He shot 55.3% from the field goal, which of course is still super high. Didn't shoot enough threes for it to actually show up. And he had a plus-minus of 383. Let's see. In MJ's third season in today's NBA, in the first round, he was able to sweep the LA Clippers. In the second round, the Grizzlies defeated the Houston Rockets 4-1. In the third round, the Grizzlies defeated the Pelicans 4-0, another sweep. So that puts them in the NBA Finals against the Philadelphia 76ers. But unfortunately, the Sixers end up taking this series 4-2. And MJ was not able to win his first championship. Heading into our fourth season of simulation, MJ now a 96 overall. Pretty soon he's going to be at that 99. In fact, MJ is the 4th highest overall player in the game, so I'm pretty sure he will take over pretty soon, especially with some of these players getting a little older. Finally, Michael Jordan, the starter for the All-Star team. He's going to be a starter for Team Giannis. It's his second All-Star game as well. Zion Williamson getting MVP yet again. Michael Jordan getting Defensive Player of the Year. Finally, we see him on there. And we can also see his stats here as well. And we'll just compare these to what he did in real life in his 4th season. So in real life, he averaged 35 points per game. So a little lower 8 game here. But in real life, his stats were just unbelievable. Rebounds per game, again, are going to be a little lower than in real life. But assists per game are up. Steals are lower. But he probably still led the league in assists or steals per game, shooting 56% from the field goal, 34.5% from the 3-point line. And then his free throw percentage is also going to be up from real life as well. So MJ making the All-NBA first team as well as the All-Defensive first team yet again. This season, the Grizzlies go 46-36. In real life, MJ went 50-32 in his 4th season and lost in the Eastern Conference semifinals, 4-1 loss to the Detroit Pistons. So MJ did lead the league in points per game yet again this season, as well as steals per game. So he's a 2-time points game leader, and he's 1 steals per game, been the league leader every single season so far in this simulation. Let's see if the Grizzlies can win a championship this year up against the Mavericks in round number 1. They have a nice 2-1 lead right now. The Mavericks actually tie it up. Grizzlies up 3-2 now. And they move on a 4-2 victory over Dallas up there. Memphis versus Portland now in the second round, all tied up. Memphis up 2-1. Portland ties it up. 3-2 for Memphis. And it is all tied up 3-3. Who is going to win this? And the Grizzlies narrowly beat the Portland Trailblazers. Moving on to the Western Conference Finals yet again, up against the LA Lakers, who take a 3-1 lead. Grizzlies coming back a little here, but they are eliminated yet again in the Western Conference Finals. Not able to make those NBA Finals. Let's see who actually wins this, though. It is going to be the Atlanta Hawks' Trae Young with Finals MVP this time. So Michael Jordan getting so close in these simulations to making and winning the NBA Finals, but just not quite getting there. Moving into the 5th season of simulation, MJ now a 96 overall. And Mike Conley is kind of declining for him because he's getting kind of old, but Jaren Jackson, still a great player. Michael Jordan going to make the All-Star game yet again on Team Zion, who is the captain. Zion Williamson has won MVP 3 times in a row now. MJ again with Defensive Player of the Year though, which is good for him. MJ again making the All-NBA first team and the All-Defensive first team, of course. Grizzlies are 4th in the NBA here. Grizzlies go 47 and 35, getting 4th in the West. In real life, the Bulls actually had the exact same record, and they lost the Eastern Conference Finals 4-2 against the Detroit Pistons. So let's see, maybe the Grizzlies could do a little better than that than in real life. Checking out MJ's stats now, he's going to be the 2nd highest scorer in the league this season. In real life, he was the scoring leader yet again this season, so a little lower in game here than in real life. In real life, he had 8 rebounds as well as 8 assists per game. He got close there with the assists. Steals per game is going to be lower. Let's see, and he actually tied with Zion Williamson for steals per game, but I believe Zion had a little more than him, so Zion going to lead this season. 1.2 blocks per game. Then he shot 54% from the field goal, and he had a plus minus of 433. Let's see if the Grizzlies can win a championship here up against the Timberwolves. In the first round, Timberwolves are up 3-0. Is this going to be the Grizzlies get swept? Michael Jordan disappointed yet again. Is he going to stay on the Grizzlies? All right, so we're going to end the simulation right here, 5 years into NBA's career in today's NBA. But before we end, we're actually going to be comparing his accomplishments in today's NBA compared to what he did in real life. So in real life, 5 years into his career, he actually won MVP 1 time. And in today's NBA, he was actually not able to do that yet. In real life, he was also a 5 times All-Star. In game, in today's NBA, he's won it 3 times so far. Today's NBA, he's a 4-time All-NBA first team, where in real life, he only made it 3 times at this point. And then he also made the All-NBA second team once in real life and once in today's NBA. In today's NBA, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, where in real life, he only won it once. And he was also on the All-Defensive first team 5 times, where in real life, he was on it 2 times. They both won Rookie of the Year, both in real life and in today's NBA. In real life, he was a scoring champ 3 times. In today's NBA, he was the scoring champ 2 times, but he was the steals leader 3 times compared to only 1 time in real life. So in today's NBA, he's definitely looking a lot better defensively. He's not as good of a scorer, and he hasn't won that MVP yet. And in either, they haven't won a championship at this point in their career. So in our next video, we will try to do some more seasons. Hopefully around maybe 8 seasons we'll try to simulate in our next video. But anyways, that's going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy it, smash that like button. The videos take forever to make, so it'd be highly appreciated if you smash that like button. This has been your boy Smequle though, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back, tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression, it's all that I wanted. The phone and affection, I summon and dub it. Cause I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the